What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We are making a video on some things that we bought Saturday. The GoPro died, went to a few sales, and recorded some footage, which you'll see in an upcoming video, but we weren't able to record these last 3 or 4 sales, and they had some pretty amazing items. We were able to find this at 11 o'clock, right? It was like 11 o'clock. And then the rest of the stuff was at like 11:30. So I'm gonna go over everything and tell you where we found it, what time it was, just because it's kind of crazy. You don't see this stuff at 11 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, or in the morning on a Saturday. So here we go. So we went to a sale at 11 and we found these big box PC games. And I don't know if maybe people just don't know they're worth money or what, but they were still there. And I'm gonna show you guys what we got. So we ended up with these games here. This is a Lord of the Rings game, the Two Towers. It is sealed, it's just got a little rip here. Hard Nova, this game's sealed. Very nice condition, actually. It's got a little bend there, but Mega Traveler 2, this game actually already sold. Now we paid $80 for all these games, and this game actually already sold for $25. Plus shipping, yeah. Star Saga 2, this hasn't been listed yet, but it looks like it's probably
75-ish.
Yeah, probably around 75, yeah. And I'll post some prices on the screen for all of these, but the Bard's Tale construction set.
Already had an offer on that one. I think it's only listed for like 35. It's not new. It's just still in the original plastic.
Yeah, and there's the original price. So, $54.95. This Sim City game.
It's not really worth much.
Okay, yeah, and it's been open. Operation Neptune, this one hasn't been open. Nope. It's sealed. Pretty nice condition.
This one's listed for 100 and it already has a few watchers on it.
Okay. And we saw that some that weren't sealed had sold for like 40 or something, 50. We don't really know. There's not a lot of price data to go off of on these, so we're just kind of winging it here on the prices. So Gateway to Homeworld, not sealed.
That one is up for auction right now. It has, I believe, 3 watchers, 1 bid at 99 cents, but I'm sure it'll go for a decent amount.
And then Sherlock Holmes, the Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes. This one, I believe, is still sealed. It's got a rip, of course, but it I believe it's never been opened or used. So, and this one actually already sold as well for $100. So we paid $80 for all these. This one sold for $100. This one sold for $25, and then the rest of them are listed. So hopefully we start getting some sales pretty soon. Also from that sale, she kind of threw this in for another $20. It's some kind of robot toy. Not really sure what it is, but it seems to be. There's a couple of them listed, and they're listed for like $200 or something. But I don't think it's worth anywhere near that. I think we might be able to get like $50 for this guy, but we'll see. It's in pretty nice condition. There's a little damage here, but we'll see what it ends up going for. It's in the original box, so that's pretty cool. So get that out of the way. And then she also threw in this old Monopoly. It's missing the game board. She just wanted to get rid of it. So then right after this sale, we went to another sale on the other side of the street, and we found some pretty crazy scores. I walked in, and the first thing I saw was a VCR, and we picked that up for $5.
Yeah. And
the VCR is worth, I would say, around $100. It is a DVD VCR recorder. And then I walked to the back and found this, Herb's Sims in the City. Popped it open, and it's actually got Pikmin in it, which is about a $40 to $50 game loose, and that we paid $1 for, maybe 50 cents. And then
he was trying to get rid of everything.
He was really trying to get rid of some stuff. So, and then we went. Hannah was looking at some Chronicles of Narnia stuff, so I'll show this to you. They're snow globes, but they're actually bookends. We figured out. Unfortunately, is this Tumnus? I think.
This guy's missing an antler too.
So unfortunately, these are a little bit broken. You can see this guy broke off. We're gonna try and glue him back. This one, however, is in really nice condition. There are no sold listings for these. However, there's the one with just the lion that's listed for $250, I think. And then there's a set of the two together because they go together. They're bookends. There's a set of them together listed for $500. There's none sold. I think we paid $10 for the pair. So that was a pretty crazy score. We'll probably auction those off. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with them yet. And then at that same sale, he asked if I wanted to look in his basement because he had some speakers. So I went down there and I found a big box of video game stuff. And it actually ended up having two Xbox 360 Slim 250 gig. And then an Xbox 360, one of the old original Xbox 360s, the ones that never work. It didn't work. And then it had
that orange GameCube controller.
Yeah, the orange GameCube controller, which was really cool. I've never actually found one of those. It's in really good condition. And then it had another VCR recorder, DVD VCR recorder with the remote. And that one's probably worth about $100 to $150. I'll get about $100 for the 360s each back on Amazon after fees. And he wanted $25 for the whole box, but I gave him $50 because it was a really good deal, and he'd already been pretty awesome with his prices on everything else. So yeah, we're gonna clear the table off real quick and show you guys some other stuff that we got that I've been wanting to show in a video for a while now. So give us just a minute. All right, guys. So we got everything else laid out here now, and we're gonna kind of go over this and show you guys what we got. So I actually got this on Mother's Day, so it's been a while. And she just sold something from this lot. So it's been a while since I picked it up, but we haven't had time to list it. I did test everything, and I'm going to go over it all here, so let's do that. So I picked it up on Mother's Day, got everything for $300, bunch of gaming stuff. So yeah. So here's what we got. We ended up with Super Punch-Out. This is just the box and manual. Vegas Stakes game box and manual. And then we got Turok for the N64, WrestleMania 2000, Super Mario 64, Turok 3, which is probably the best game of the N64 ones. About $50, I think.
I think I posted for more than that.
Okay, so a couple WWE games, Forsaken 64. For the Super Nintendo, we got Darius Twin, Phalanx, Mario Paint, Super Mario World, and Final Fantasy 3. So this is actually a really good one. I don't know what she posted it for, but
85, I believe.
So 85, so it's a pretty valuable game. All these are authentic, which makes it even better. We ended up with this Super Nintendo, and this works. This mouse, which I've never seen before, and then a couple controllers and all the cords. This NES also works. 4 controllers. This NES Max, the NES Advantage, and then all the cords. Nintendo 64 with 4 controllers. Unfortunately, they all have the wobbly stick things there, so joysticks. So and then all the cords and everything for that. This Game Gear did not work. I've never found a Game Gear that works. I bought about 8 of them. None of them have ever worked. But it did come with Jurassic Park. And then this game, Super R-Type, this one didn't work either. So the Game Gear and that game are the only two that didn't work from this whole lot. The last thing is this TurboGrafx 16. So I've been doing this a long time, and I've never seen this system, never heard of this system. But it turns out it sells for a decent amount. The sold listings are kind of all over the place. But, it kind of seems like anywhere from $100 all the way to $350. So I'm not too sure. I do know it works. I tested it, got it working. And it did come with Bonk's Adventure and Keith Courage in Alpha Zones, which are, Bonk's Adventure is a pretty good game. If it had been Bonk 3, the last Bonk 3 sold for $950. So unfortunately we missed out on that. But yeah, I added up everything kind of when we got it all, and it looked like it was just a little over $1,000 worth of stuff, depending on what the TurboGrafx goes for. I put it in at like $150 when I was adding it up, so it could go for a lot more. We're gonna auction this guy off with the 2 games just because the sold listings are all over the place.
I'll All the games are already listed.
Yeah, all these are listed.
I just sold the box only for $13.
Yeah, so
and it's in poor condition.
Yeah. And then we sold Super Mario 64 already for 25. So we got 38 bucks so far out of it. This is the only items that are listed here. Everything else still has to be listed. That's like a little ocarina from Zelda. Just a little toy display piece. So, but yeah, this is what we ended up finding. And this was a marketplace deal, not a yard sale. So we found some pretty cool stuff. And like I say, I think we should be able to get right around $1,000 for everything, again depending on the turbo graphics. So, but yeah, I think that's everything. That's all for this video, at least. I just wanted to go over some of the things that I wasn't able to get on camera, and yeah, so she's gonna get all this stuff listed, and hopefully you'll see it in an eBay sales video soon. So thanks guys, have a good one.